What's up, agents, and welcome back to another Division video where yet again we are messing around with these legendary hunters on floor 100 of the summit, because let's face it, everyone wants a Shroud right now. So don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Let's get straight into it. So this is what I'm talking about. Okay, so I did a video on this the other day using the global modifiers. And then today, me, Alpine and Cobra were talking again in my chat, in my Discord, and we were talking about, well, maybe, just maybe, can we use the global event? So if you head into your event timeline, and if you look today, everything's been talking about the Rainbow Six event, but Reanimated is back as well. And if we take a look at the event details, you can see here it says new enemy tech is causing hostiles to reanimate after death. The only way to stop this reanimation is to disconnect the brain response with headshots. Opt in and complete challenges to earn rewards. Alright, so that is great and all that. But if we go into this bit here and we look at the actual details on what it's actually going to give us. So that's what we just said. We got about it reanimating and stuff in the AED, but let's just find the bit that we're actually interested in. Actually tell us. Now, I couldn't find the exact details to how much headshot damage it gives us, but back when we got the Project Resolve patch notes, which I found, it says that enemy headshot weakness has been increased by 50%. And the explosion damage radius from the cloud is extra 50%. And no idea. Sorry, the damage from the cloud is an extra 50%, and the explosion range was increased by triple. So I have no idea how much it is. It's a huge amount anyway. So let me show you the clip. So likely you can do this with any sniper rifle. What's important is though that you can tag them out of cover, because we need the damage to target out of cover damage to do such a big number. So we're going to snag them straight away. And they're both dead because we hit for 43 million. Now, with Turmoil, the second shot counts as a body shot. So they will reanimate. So it's not a clean one shot. However, it does work. So like I said though, if that hunter got himself into cover, I would only have hit for around, I think, 23-ish million or something like that per hunt. Well, no, actually I tell a lie. I think I hit for around 40 million, which wasn't enough to kill them both. I think they have about 23 million health or something around that figure anyway. Because I mean, what if we scroll back, what did we hit for here? When we hit that shot, what did we actually hit for? Let's look. We hit for 43 per hunter. So I mean, yeah, that easy. But I think, yeah, I was hitting for way less when they got into cover. Let me find a clip of when they got into cover. So here's one here where I did successfully kill him, but this was without the turmoils, and I hit for 29 when he was in cover. So that was enough to kill him. But obviously he's in cover, so we need that extra damage so that we can kill two of them. So the out of cover damage really does matter. All right, so let's flip back over to the build. So the reason why that matters so much is mine is rolled here with damage to target out of cover. Alpine in my Discord made a really good point. If you don't want to worry about killing people out of cover, perhaps roll it with damage to armor. And yes, all right, you will do a little bit less, but if you're killing hunters specifically that are always sat in cover, you're generally going to do more damage, because once they get into cover, this attribute means absolutely nothing. So bear that in mind. And when it comes to build, we need a few things, right? So the first one's going to be the overdogs. There is only the hunters in the room with us, so we know we're going to be getting the 30% amp damage. It's a huge amount. Then obviously we need the turmoils as well, which was great. The Shroud obviously is giving us the extra 125% amp damage, which again is absolutely huge. And then we need to stack up as much damage as we possibly can. Well, that's going to be a sacrifice because it has headshot on as a brand set bonus, headshot damage as an attribute, and perfect glass cannon along with a headshot mod. Then it's going to be a hot shot mask because the 2-piece bonus gives us 30% marksman rifle damage along with all the headshot attributes and headshot mod. Then we're going to use a hot shot holster with weapon damage and headshot damage. And then for the last one, you can go either way. Both will work. You can use a HG backpack with headshot damage. You're going to have to get it though. So you've got headshot damage here, vigilance down below. So you can roll the core attribute to weapon damage. Now I understand that's a really hard piece to get. But an Araldi backpack will also work because it gives you 10% marksman rifle damage, weapon damage, headshot damage, weapon handling here I've got here, and vigilance down in the bottom. And this is much easier to farm. You've probably got one in your stash already. And then if we take a look at the stats, we're at 287% headshot damage, which is what we need. Now be aware, my shroud is level 30. I do not know what level you have to be so that this works. I've done previous though that was fine. It took 2 shots and it still worked. Let me show you that. So this is the one. Now it's not as clean as my previous, and technically it takes 3 shots because I do 2 shots to the hunter in cover and then I need 1 to do the reanimation. As you can see, I only hit for 27 and that's not enough to kill them. So there we go, that took them both down. Got myself a big horn. But then we need the 1 shot here to finish them off. So yeah, don't worry too much about having to, you know, precisely 2 shots, albeit expertise level 30. You've got plenty of time to do more than 1 shot and still come up with the goods. The 1 shot really is just me experimenting and having fun. I always used to like to 1-shot raid bosses back in the day. So doing things like this is just a nice difference. That is going to be it for the video. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Join my Discord if you want to get in on fun chats like this. We have them every day. We like to challenge ourselves with, you know, unusual stuff in the game, especially with the new global modifiers and when the Gs come around. Thank you for watching as always. Welcome to all the new supporters. There have been loads of new subs on YouTube and new channel members, so thank you so much for that, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.